so at the time, the man ran around and he grabbed a couple different vegetables, particularly tomatoes, mushrooms, a couple of bell peppers, and some people say chicken, some people say veal. Veal is pretty prevalent in the Piedmont region. Also chicken is too. So depends on who you talk to. And a bottle of white wine. And so that's how veal Marengo was actually invented. And after that, because Napoleon thought it was such a great dish, and also thought it was a good luck charm, that every battle before he went into it, he actually had the chef make veal Marengo. So Piedmont, in my estimation, I think is probably the best part of LA. They have truffles, they have beef, they have everything's fantastic there. Mushrooms, fresh vegetables. You have a question in the back? Girl on the right. Yeah.
What wines come from Piedmont?
Mostly white wines. If you have, as far as the types, I can tell you offhand, but I do believe it's mostly whites. Now, what we're going to be pairing with this veal Marengo, because basically veal Marengo is nothing more than it's kind of like a veal stew, but it's kind of so whenever you have anything stew like you want it to go on top with rice or potatoes or something like along those lines. And in a region just south of Piedmont, where Milan is, well, Piedmont also does a lot of risotto dishes. Risotto is Italian rice. And one of the dishes that's just south of there in Milan is something called risotto Milanese, which is actually risotto made with saffron. Anybody not know what saffron is? Everybody knows what saffron is? Okay. You guys know it's the most expensive spice? It takes, saffron is actually the stamen of the crocus plant or the crocus flower. That's what it looks like. Actually, I'll pass this around. You guys can kind of smell it. It takes 5,000 flowers. Each crocus has 3 little stamens in it. It takes 5,000 flowers to make 1 ounce of saffron. And they have to be picked individually by hand. And they're, a lot of times they're smoked. They're actually dried or smoked. And typically, I did a little research. Evidently, Iran is the #1 producer of saffron. Right? Because we get a lot of our saffron from Iran. All the restaurants I've worked at, I've always seen it in Spain. I mean, this is a product of Spain. I've always just assumed saffron just came from Spain. I didn't know anything about the Iranian, but it's supposed to be superior in Iran. I've never had any problem with the Spanish stuff. It's got a very distinct flavor. They used it in ancient times as a food dye, as a clothing dye. So what we have here is we have a risotto Milanese. Anybody had risotto Milanese before? It's like the king of the risottos. Who's not had risotto? You in the back never had risotto? Well, all risotto comes basically in a box. I mean, it's just rice. Okay, if you're not sure about exactly what risotto is a rice dish. It's a short grain rice. It's very, very small. It's not your typical Asian style rice. And because it's got that, because it's short grain, it's got a real high starch content. So when you cook risotto, you start to stir it, work it. A lot of that starch comes off. That's what gives risotto its characteristic, real sticky consistency. But it's a lot different sticky than like Asian rice. It's not. It's just, I can't really just describe it. I mean, it's probably one of the most basic things. I love risotto. I think it's absolutely delicious. It's got like lots of butter. It's got lots of salt, pepper, tons of cheese, a ridiculous amount of cheese. But that's what makes risotto extra fattening. So you guys are going to get a healthy dose of the risotto. You're going to get a little bit of the veal Marengo right on top. And like I said, veal Marengo, because it comes from a particular tough cut of meat. It comes from the shoulder of the cow or the calf. So what you have to do when you have a tough piece of meat like that is either have to grind it up and make it into like burgers or something along those lines, or braise it. Now what braising is actually a two-step cooking method. I'm sure you guys probably had sure. It's kind of the same type of thing. Basically what you do is you take the meat, you brown it on all sides, get it nice brown, get a nice caramelization, and then you put it into a pot with vegetables, herbs, all kinds of aromatics, and then you add some kind of liquid. In this case I added a little bit of brandy, and I added a little bit of white wine, and a little bit of tomatoes. And you cook it down in that sauce for about, I think I cooked it for about, it is kind of smaller, the way it's cut, probably about an hour and a half at 275, so slow and low. And as I said before, the guy, the chef for the bouillon went around and grabbed everything he could. So what I do is after the veal is braising, I have this wonderful sauce that, the liquid that I cooked in it. And so what I do is I actually take that sauce and I reduce it down, or I keep on cooking it, and I make a sauce out of it. And so the sauce here, I do have some tomatoes in it, and we're going to add a couple more tomatoes. Peppers, yellow. Mushrooms, find those all over. I think these are actually cremini mushrooms, which are baby portobellos. And also a little bit of caramelized onion. Again, find it pretty much all over it. So we're going to add that to our sauce just to give it some body and thicken it up a little bit, to give it some flavor. And then we're going to go ahead and start off with our risotto first. Risotto, how you make it, it takes a good half hour to make a good risotto. So what I have here is hard-cooked risotto. Basically, you take the rice. First you take an onion, cut the onion very, very small. I like to cook it to be about the size of the rice. That way when you go to eat it later on, and you take a big bite, you're not getting a mouthful of onion. The onion, when it's nice and small like that, it tends to kind of disintegrate when you're cooking it. Then you add in your, after you saute your onions, that's when you add in your rice. You just keep on stirring your rice. You want to get that, you want to coat it in the butter that you saute the onions in. And then you keep on cooking the rice, and you want to toast it a little bit. And then after you toast the rice, then you want to go ahead and you want to add in some white wine. The white wine that I actually added to this is called Portugal. It's actually from Emilia Romagna, but really very close to Piedmont, and actually has like a little bit of carbonation to it, so it's got like a little bit of a bubble. And there's something about champagne and prosecco's, using it to make risotto, I think just makes it so much better than jug, Sommelier, or box wine, or anything along those lines. So you just keep on, you add in the wine, stir, 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 stir. Stirring is key to risotto. You don't stir it, you don't work the starch just come out, and you don't have real good. And then after the wine evaporates, you add a couple of ladlefuls of water, stock, some kind of liquid, stir, 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 stir. When that evaporates, it gets absorbed, you add some more liquid, stir, stir, stir.
Some of them are tough
That gets absorbed, you add more liquid, so forth and so forth. And right towards the end is when you add in your butter, you add in your cheese. If you're making mushroom risotto, you add mushrooms. If you're making risotto Milanese, you add in your saffron. If you're making asparagus risotto, you add in your asparagus. So whatever risotto you're making, that's why the reason why I love risotto, it's the perfect medium. You can add anything to it. Whatever you have in your house, want to clean up the fridge, throw it into risotto. Fantastic. So we're going to go ahead and get our risotto going. Does anybody have any questions?
What's that?
How much does saffron cost me an ounce? About $130. But when I make this risotto here, I use maybe came in December. We did the Piedmont region of Italy, and I think it was a pretty big success. Were you guys here? No? Okay. We're going to add in our risotto. Traditionally, they use a wooden spoon, but I'm pretty comfortable with my my rubber spatula here. The reason why you use a wooden spoon is because a lot of times it's wine and that type of thing, and metal can give you kind of a metallic flavor. Also, that's some liquid. Also, the wood metal will have a tendency to kind of break up the risotto. So you don't want your risotto to be mushy. You want it to be, you want to be able to taste and see every little individual grain. You don't want it to be mushy. You don't want it to be a mess. That's why I like the rubbers. What's that? Huh? It's not really that difficult. It's practice is what it is. And the key, really the only hard part is just to kind of gauge when your risotto's done. And that's all a personal choice. I kind of like mine a little al dente. I like mine to have like a little shoot to it. I don't want it to be hard to stick it in everybody's teeth, but I want it to have like a little bit of a bite. So we have a little bit of liquid in here and a little bit more saffron. I like to kind of take the saffron and kind of crush it a little bit. We're going to add a little bit more liquid. As far as saffron goes, you can use it for a ton of other things. Obviously, it's the French love it. They use it in their bouillabaisse. That's why bouillabaisse has that color. Spanish version of bouillabaisse is paella. If you're a big fan of Seinfeld, there's a big episode about paella. Again, saffron's in paella. You can use it in orzo, which is it's a pasta that's shaped like rice. It's actually quite delicious. You can use it in that. You can use it in regular long grain rice if you wanted to, or like white rice. We're just going to kind of keep on working this. We're going to keep on stirring this. We're going to add some more liquid. We're going to add a little bit more risotto. So we're going to add more other water. Break it up just a little bit, but be careful. You don't want to smash it. And now we're going to start adding all the goodies. When I say goodies, butter, cheese. We add a little bit of our rosemary, salt, just to give us a good flavor. A little bit of cheese. Again, this is our grana padano. This is our non-aged Parmesan. It comes from the same cows. It goes through the same procedure. It just doesn't get aged. Most Parmesans that you guys get in the stores are aged about 18 months. The grana is not aged. It's aged maybe 3 months. So it doesn't have that sharpness that Parmesan can sometimes have. And risotto can be a dish on all that stuff. So you're, and like I said, all rice comes out of a box, but you get a mix. Oh, I know which one you're talking about. How did it work out? I never used it. Really well. I've never made risotto for you guys. I usually do, but like every other month it seems like I'm doing risotto. I try not to do risottos too much in the summer because it is kind of heavy, but this dish screams for something along those lines. So one last sprinkle. And usually a lot of times if you do go to a restaurant or something, you'll see that the risotto is actually kind of stiff, kind of thick. That's usually because the chef's trying to nice and actually kind of loose. And also for this course, I want it to be a little bit loose too. I don't want it to be too tight. It's cheese. Risotto is key ingredients are cheese and saffron. Well, all risotto ingredients are cheese and key ingredient. Butter too. You can use olive oil, but that's just why we have butter here. It does take a little bit of practice to make a good risotto. I learned real quick in New York. I worked at a French restaurant, but we also had a pasta section, and I had to make risotto every single day. And I used to have in the morning, I would have a French chef from northern France who believed everything should have butter in it. And he kept on hitting me with the spatula until I kept on putting in the right amount of butter. But because I was poor, sometimes I worked at nights as well. I'd work a double shift. And then I had a chef that was from southern Spain, or southern France, where they used a lot of olive oil. And he would come up behind me and hit me because I was putting too much butter and not enough olive oil. But couldn't win. They didn't like the American guy. So it's still kind of loose a little bit. That's exactly kind of what we're looking for. Then we're going to spoon the veal right on top. I can't believe nobody has any questions. If you guys don't start asking questions, there might be a quiz at the end.
How long did you go to school?
The school I went to is like a really kind of accelerated program. It's only 3 months. I was 3 months, 6 months, sorry. Luckily, I think some people kind of get swayed the education, but because I spent some time at Home Community College actually before I went, I learned a lot of the kind of the book aspect of cooking. Because the school I went to was very hands-on. There was like no book work. Basically, you go home, you read the recipes that you're going to be doing the next day, and that's it. So. Yeah, sure, mom and dad now.
How much was it? About $26,000?
$26,000 for 6 months. That does not include
Where is this at?
This is in New York. There's right in New York now. Yes. There's a little part of New York called Soho. Yeah. And that's right where it was. It's on the corner of Broadway, West Broadway, and Grand.
Alex, tell him who was on the board of directors.
I'm still paying off school loans.
Julia Child.
Who was on the board of directors?
He wants me to say who was on the board of directors. Jacques Pepin actually was one of them. He's probably the more famous one. There was a couple other big famous guys. Prestigious New York restaurants and stuff. They were also on the board of directors. But yes, I know Jacques Pepin. Did I meet Julia Child at all?
on top, Alex?
That's the sauce. Basically, you're supposed to cook the veal with all those flavors, which I did, but then I like to make a separate sauce, which I think it just looks a little bit better.